Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the 20th of March. We're taking a look at PNG USD. So Pangolin / the United States dollar. Guys, this will be a daily chart on tradingview.com. And Coinbase is the data provider here for this chart. It's PNG USD. Let's jump right into it, guys. Still getting a pullback here. We're still putting in new lows. Looks like, let's see, if today's low undercut yesterday, 35, and yesterday was 35. Yeah, so we're still putting in some new lows here. That is a thing of concern. And the reason is, besides our two new support levels that we have on the chart that we'll share, we don't know where the bottom of this thing will be. Having the new support levels below the market will give us an indication of where potentially we could start to see some support and a bounce come in. So that actually is a huge help. If it wasn't for those, then, we just have to go all the way back to old resistance that was flipped into support, which is much, much lower than where the price is at. So we have two new levels in the chart for PNG, 34,137. That's this yellow line on the chart. So we're right below that. That's 34,137. So that is nice. That's very close to the price. You can see all of these candle wicks going all the way back to the 26th of February, the 2nd of March. We have another date here at the 5th of March. All these days, including yesterday and today, were all just above that 34,137. So that is a pretty solid area. I believe that if we get down to that, since we have not hit that level yet, I do think maybe we'll trade through it and then find support and get back above it. So just like the market traded up through 524 and reversed through it in the opposite direction, I think that would take place down here, that we trade through it and then we'll get a bounce back above it. So that level is 34,137. Otherwise, if we do continue lower below that, 27,445 and 26,261 are the next two below that market. We're getting a decent bounce here in Bitcoin. We'll talk about that. So this is down to 34,137, which isn't too far below the market, 6%. Then we're at a 23 and you call it like a 27% are the three levels to watch for below the market. PNG is still consolidating. Obviously, we have been in a consolidation pattern here for 21 days. Let's look back. PNG has consolidated in the past for, let's call it 100 days, roughly 100 days. So just over 3 months, we have seen PNG consolidate in the past. So we're only 21 days. So based on PNG's history, this thing could have another, 2.5+ months of consolidation if it repeats what it did in the past. And of course, usually the markets don't do exactly what they did in the past. They can get close. Of course, sometimes they do, but it depends on the market condition we're in, etc. Just showing you an example of what it has done in the past before making a very large run from the bottom of the base to the top of the last breakout. That's a 900% move, guys. Huge, huge, huge move. If we even did half of that, let's see where that takes us. So basically half of that would get you up into the $1.80 or so, $1.70 targets for PNG. And what we could do here is throw the fibs on this chart. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll take our most recent high, which was on the 27th of February, and we'll take our most recent low, which I believe, let's see, 35,013 and then 35. So today we actually put in new lows. So we'll try to get down to that 35, roughly right there. So the fibs tell us a different story than what I have here on the chart. So the fibs just keep on going higher and higher in price. So just to start this off, once we get back above our most recent high here, the 1618 fib gets you up there to $1.48. So it's a very, very large move from where we're at now, which is 36 cents. 1618 fib, $1.48. Moving on from there, the 2618 fib is $3.65, give or take a couple cents. So there's some very large potential here for Pangolin. Depends on the market conditions, though, guys. If Bitcoin can bounce and continue its trend higher, that's going to help out, of course. Everything else below that. So let's take a look from where we're currently trading at, which is 36,304 on this Coinbase chart. The 1618 is a 310% move, basically up to $1.48. Very nice move there. From where we're trading at today up to the 2618, which is a $3.65 roughly PNG. That's a 900% move. So if we repeat what we did in the past with the breakout going up 900+%, that'll take us up to the 2618 fib, 912% move up to $3.65. Now of course there's no guarantee markets are going to repeat exactly what they did in the past. But if Bitcoin starts to really rocket into new highs and gets up to that next level, hey, there's a very good chance PNG could start to make some very large moves back to the upside. My targets are still up there at $1.10, $1.06 for the highs. And then we have, let's see, 89, 88. And depending on where we bottom here, we'll get some new higher targets. I don't think I'll have anything quite as high as the 365, but we'll have to take a look at this at some point when these markets bottom here. But for right now, we're very close to support at 34,137. So keeping a close eye on that for this to hold. Let's take a look over at BTC. Keep in mind, this last consolidation was over 3 months, and we're only just under a month into this. So just to give you an idea of how long these things can consolidate for. Over to Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin, if you missed the last video, which was yesterday on arcblock, Bitcoin has topped out so far just at our 73,494 level. And we double topped and pulled back. We are finding support so far at the 62,206.75 level. We'll see how that works out today. We actually closed below it on yesterday's candle. Markets were down 8.4% for Bitcoin. That's a big day, $5,700. And then so far today, we are just above that 62,206 and 3/4. We're trading at 62,664.91. So looking for that to be support. If not, I mean, these things could get much more ugly in the markets, but maybe we'll get a bounce here. We found support at this level in the past, going back to the 5th of March, the 4th of March, found support at the 62 level. So we'll see. If Bitcoin can't get its grip here and continues lower, that's not going to be good for the rest of the markets, including Pangolin. So there's a good chance we're going to be heading quite a bit lower, maybe back down to like the mid 50s for Bitcoin. And that's really going to get ugly for the rest of the markets. But PNG is holding up very well, including arcblock. Actually, it really didn't get hit very hard. Like Bitcoin, if we start to see, a nasty red candle bringing us back down to the 27, 26 area, that's a different story. But for right now, these things are holding up very good. PNG and arcblock are actually just consolidating very tight and very quiet, which would lead me to believe that if Bitcoin can get a really nice pop to the upside, these will be the first coins to really take advantage of that and start to rally. Just my opinion, though. We'll see. Guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on PNG. Keep your eye on that 34,137 level. That's a new level, including the one down there at 26,261. If you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and join us. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Let's see if the Bitcoin rally can hold that support, or is it just a dead cat bounce before the next leg lower? Time will tell. So far, we topped out, though, right at our 73,494 level for BTC. Double topped perfectly right there. So we're just looking for an area here for this thing to bounce. And so far, got many hours in the day left, but 62,206.75 is so far the bounce area. Guys, take care.